What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're starting off with our Goat FX, creating our first guideline, and we're gonna make sure we contour it to his head shape. The reason why you want to contour your first guideline to their head shape is so that the fade is nice and unique to their head. When building out using trimmers, you want to make sure you use your opposite hand to stretch the skin and make it more accurate to the skin. Now that we're done botting him out with our Goat FX, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Now that we're done setting in our second guideline, we could then use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our trimmers. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're then going to use the lever midway and all the way close to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with our one guard and its lever, we can then move on to our half guard to erase it completely. This is going to connect the no guard all the way open to the one guard all the way open. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and flick out as much as possible. use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard all the way closed, we're then going to move on to our 1.5 guard to erase the line completely. This is going to connect the 2 guard all the way open to the 1 guard all the way open. If you guys are enjoying the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Sometimes after using your 1.5 guard, there's still a faint line, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using the corners would definitely help. Now that we're done with our 2 guard and our 1.5 guard, we could then move on to our 3 guard all the way open and complete the silhouette. As you guys can see, we're using the comb to feed the hair into the clipper and flicking out as much as possible. Now that we're done using our 3 guard all the way open, we can move on to our clipper over comb method. You also want to pick up the hair with the comb and turn it to a 40-degree angle and use the blade of the clipper to cut. Usually horizontal is to debulk and vertical is to blend. Since we're done with our clipper over comb method, we're going to go back to our 3 guard all the way open and detail as much as possible. you guys can see, we're going back to our previous guards and making sure we detail the blend, making sure everything flows and is blurry. Now that we're done detailing the blend, we're gonna move on to the front line, and I'm gonna saturate the hair before I do anything. Now that the hair is nice and saturated, we're gonna separate the hairline from the top and make sure everything's nice and laid down. Now that the hair is nice and laid down, we're gonna move on to our Goat FX and start off at the middle, working our way to the sides. It's always best to start off at the middle and work your way to the other sides, because if you start off at one side and then work on to the other side, usually one side's higher than the other. Moving on to the C-cup area, I always start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch. I feel like it's harder to push back a hairline when you do that. You also want to be sure not to press too hard with the corners of the trimmer, because you could bite them or irritate the skin, and that is not good for the client. They would not like that. Moving on to his mustache, I always use my Annis T outliners because they are a little softer and the lip is a soft area. You don't want to use your hard hitters as my Goat FX because I could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Now that we're done lighting up the mustache, we can move on to the top of the hair. The hair is saturated already, so I'm starting off at the top of the capitis, working my way all the way back, and starting off at the front again, working my way to the sides, matching that same guideline. Using your shears, you want to make sure you use the comb to feed the hair into your fingers, keep it as straight as possible, and use half the blade to cut the hair. You never want to go past your second knuckle of the finger because you could cut yourself. Now that we're done trimming the top of the hair, we can move on to our razor blade, and you always want to make sure you use shave gel so that the razor could glide better. Another tip you want to follow is stretching the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and keeping the razor at a 45-degree angle. If you guys are enjoying the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated.